If you're looking for another great and easy trail to do in Sedona, we highly recommend checking out the Baldwin Trail. To get to the trailhead, you will be taking Verde Valley School Road, and even though it is a dirt road, you don't need high clearance. Please note that you can access this trail from several different trailheads, but in this video, we will be using the Baldwin Trail trailhead. This is a fairly small parking lot, so you may need to get an early start. And also, you do need a parking permit, but if you have the America the Beautiful Pass, that works too. Even though you are parking on the left side of the road, the trail starts on the right side. If you were just doing the Baldwin Loop by itself, you can expect an overall distance of 2.7 miles. But if you want to go to the swimming hole like we will be doing in this video, it is closer to 3.1 miles. Both options have an elevation gain of around 245 feet. Another thing that you need to consider is which direction you want to do the loop in. We decided to go counterclockwise because even though there are some steep climbs, they are shorter. Going clockwise will have much longer drawn out climbs. And also going the direction we're going will put you at the water later, so you'll have a nice refreshing walk back to the car. We wouldn't recommend attempting this trail in rainy conditions because there were several spots that looked like they were dry falls. And also, there are tons of pokey plants here. So that is important to factor in when making your footwear choice. Unfortunately, V was recovering from a fractured toe here, so she had to go with the open toe option. At right around 0.6 of a mile into the hike, you will come to a junction, and if you want to continue on the loop, you need to go left. And this is where the climb is going to kick in. While it may not be anything compared to the Bell Rock climb, it's going to be steep, but at least you have these beautiful ocotillo bushes to look at. And if you come at the right time of year, they may even have some beautiful red flowers on them. At this point, you will be leaving the road and the cars behind. But if you are a new hiker, just know that you will never be too far from civilization. Even still, we always recommend bringing a tracker, or even better yet, something like the Garmin InReach. That way, if you somehow twist your ankle or get injured out here, help will know exactly where you are. As the trail curves even further off to the left, you're going to start to get to some of the best views of this hike, including the backside of Cathedral Rock. If you are really looking to maximize your time out here, there are a couple of trails that will take you all the way over to Cathedral Rock, but it will add several miles to your hike. After this absolutely gorgeous section, we are going to be heading into the second climb of the hike. Luckily, it is not as steep or long as the first climb. If you like random facts, I have a solid one for you. Just in case you were wondering where the Baldwin Trail got its name from, it is named after Andrew Baldwin, who was one of the former owners of the nearby Crescent Moon Ranch. He bought what was formerly known as the Palo Bonito Ranch back in 1936. At this point, the second climb as well as the steepest hills are now behind us. It is going to be simple rolling hills until the very end. There is a small climb there. At this point, the trail becomes mixed use and you may encounter mountain bikers. We only encountered about 5 of them and most of them had bells on, but it is something to pay attention to. As we work our way along, the views of Cathedral Rock get better and better, and if you want a cool shot of it at sunset without 1,000 tourists in it, this may be the spot to go to. We are now 1.4 miles into the hike and we've come to the junction with the Highline Trail. This is one of the options that will take you over to Cathedral Rock, but we will be continuing on along the Baldwin Trail. We have come to the part of the hike where, as I always say, grippy shoes are extremely important. There are a lot of steep, rocky, and uneven stairs here, so you need to watch your step. And also, if you do encounter those mountain bikes, they're going to be going pretty fast through here. I must say though, Sedona looks like an absolutely incredible place to bring your mountain bikes to, and we would love to bring ours. So if you have any suggestions for Sedona mountain bike trails that are intermediate difficulty, let us know down in the comments. If you are doing this hike during the warmer months, just know that it is pretty much exposed almost the entire time. You might be able to get a little bit of shade right here, but not much. So be sure to bring even more water than you think that you need and maybe an umbrella. We are now 1.9 miles into the hike and we've come to a junction. If you want to continue on and finish the loop, you will be making a left here, but if you want to go to the water, you're going to make a right. We ended up going about 3/10 of a mile down the Templeton Trail, but there isn't an exact spot to get into the water. Some spots have bigger drop-offs than others, so we just kept on hiking until we found a nice little beach. This waterway is known as Oak Creek, and it is the same one that runs by Crescent Moon Ranch. In fact, you may see people that are staying there on the other side of the stream. The water in the creek ranges between 63 and 71 degrees year-round. But compared to the air, which was just below 90 on this day, the water felt pretty chilly. But after acclimating to the water temperature, it was actually quite refreshing. This is a pretty fantastic spot to stop for a snack or lunch, or you can always go explore the water. But definitely take some sort of a hiking stick or poles because it gets pretty slippery out there. For some reason, I was determined to get to that little island in the middle of the river, and after slipping and sliding my way across, I finally got there. It was worth it though, because the view both upstream and downstream from the island was pretty cool. After a nice relaxing dip in the cool, refreshing waters, it was time to finish this hike. So we continued back to the junction and went straight to do the other side of the loop. The good thing is that there is a small forest section where you may get little bits of shade here and there, but don't hang on to it because it doesn't last that long. There is one part that you see right here where you will need to pay a little bit more attention. There are a couple of junctions. One of them will take you to the resort and another puts you on a trail called Red Rock Crossing. Just stay left both times and you will be on the Baldwin Trail. Here is that last climb section that you will be encountering on the way back to the car. It is a little bit on the rugged side with uneven steps and loose rocks, but it is also only about a quarter of the elevation gain of the bigger climbs. After that, it is pretty much smooth sailing and you might even see a dog or two. By the way, please keep them on a leash. All in all, the Baldwin Trail is pretty awesome. While it may not have spectacular features like Soldier's Pass, it is a great way to spend your day. If you're looking for more awesome hikes in Sedona, we have a video for that and you can see it by clicking in the upper corner. But we want to hear from you. What are your favorite trails in Sedona? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe even click that new hype button. If you have suggestions for future videos, let us know. And for all the information about the Baldwin Trail and other awesome Sedona adventures, head on over to livethatadventure.com.